welcome back. So today, of course, I know you can tell we are here for another hair review. Yeah, let's get right on into it. This hair was sent to me from the Aliexpress vendor VIP Beauty Hair. They wanted to send me out their Brazilian curly texture, and they did. They sent me a frontal and 4 bundles. The frontal is a 20-inch frontal and the measurements are 13 by 4. The 4 bundles I received them in lengths 22, 24, 24, 24. Okay, so when I received the hair, first let me say I have reviewed VIP's Brazilian curly hair before, but I think it was their deep curly. I cannot remember, but that was like one of the second reviews that I had done on my channel. And I know back then that hair, it was like a hit or miss. People were really having issues with that hair. It was like a hit and miss, and I remember making a video like, y'all, I see your videos, I see everybody's videos. I've been researching too. I ain't understanding what's going on, but this is my experience, and my experience was that I actually enjoyed the hair. Now, I did not recommend that hair to be put in at the sew end. I recommended it to be only put on a wig cap and worn as a wig, because it was just the longevity of it for me. It would not last you as long as if it was put on a wig. So yeah, so when they asked me to review this texture, at first I was like, well, I've done that texture, but then I said, well, you know, it's been about 2 years. It's coming up on 2 years since I've actually had that hair, and plus since frontals are the craze nowadays, and they asked me would I do a frontal, I said, you know what, I will try, and I'll compare it from then and now, because I can definitely remember it like yesterday how my experience was. It wasn't terrible, but I can definitely remember that experience. Like, I can tell the difference, and you know, I can tell. So let me just hop right in. So again, I got the hair. It was sent to me via FedEx. I received it in 4 days. After that, I took it out the pack, you know, I inspected it. Everything seemed cool. It felt soft. The frontal was nice. And of course, the first thing that I hopped on was the frontal. I went ahead and bleached my frontal, and then after I bleached my frontal, I did pluck the hairline. Now, I'm so sorry that I did not get any footage of how the hairline looked before I installed it, but I can show you how much hair I plucked, and I do feel like it can go in a little bit. I mean, I don't know, y'all. I'm still learning when it comes to these frontals, so I mean, I feel like it could have a tad bit more, but you know, of course, less is better, y'all. So let me show y'all how much hair I plucked. Y'all, so this is how much hair I plucked. I hope y'all can see. That's a, you know, that's a nice amount of hair. Yeah, it was nice and thick at the base. Like, not too thick, but it was enough where you would have to do a little bit of work. But of course, it's your preference. If you want to pluck it or not, it's up to you. But yeah, I did the frontal, and then after that, I went on ahead and installed my frontal and my bundles on my stretchy dome cap. I installed the bundles pre-wash, and then after I constructed my wig and everything, and tried it on to make sure everything was okay, then I went and washed or conditioned my hair fully. When I washed my bundles, I did not have much shedding come out at all. It was very minimum, so I was definitely pleased at that. Okay, y'all, so I've had this hair for quite some time, and I'm definitely glad that I'm doing this review so I can give you all a comparison of how I feel, because y'all know, we all know VIP Beauty. Since I've been on YouTube doing hair reviews, it's definitely been a hit or miss. So I just wanted to see, had they stepped up the game with their curly hair, or are they improving in their quality? So again, I've had this hair for quite some time, so what can I say about this hair? This hair is definitely a come up, honey, okay? This hair is very nice. It is very nice. I decided to come today with my curls tamed. Y'all know this is not me. Like, I love me some big hair. I love it wild and free, but I decided to come and let it be tamed. Have a little different look sometime, you know, just to show you guys how it looks tamed, and it is very pretty. Like, I feel very, you know, I just feel very iconic. But yes, I just really like this. Like, it's nice and subtle and tame. But yeah, this hair is very nice. Now, before, when I had the curl pattern to me was more wavy. This curl pattern is more of a tight spiral curl. I hope you guys can see. I'm not sure if you can, but it's like a nice tight spiral curl. And the other one was more of a crimp wavy look to me, which I do definitely like. I mean, I didn't mind the curl pattern from the first one that I had, but this one is just, it just looks more juicy and just looks more, you know, curly and defined and all of that. So I love that. The curls are much softer than the first one that I had. These curls are so much softer, pillowy soft, especially after a fresh co-wash, but these curls are always soft. This hair, since it is a tighter curl, it's not as long as the previous hair that I had. The hair before, it was, you would get more of your length. Like if you said you wanted a 24, you're gonna feel like you got a 24. With this, I mean, I feel like I have a 24, but I can tell you know that because the curls are tighter, that it's gonna come up a little bit higher on me. But of course, I really like that. I really like that. Now, shedding and tangling, it definitely has improved. That hair that I had before, the hair did shed, and I did mention that in my updated review that it was still shedding. I felt like the hair before shedded more than it should have for curly hair. This hair hardly ever sheds. Of course, I only receive hair when I'm detangling the hair, and it does not shed that much at all. Tangling, now that hair before, it didn't really tangle for me because mine was more of a wavy curl. This one, I'm not gonna say that it doesn't tangle because of course this is curly hair and the curls are tighter. So the curls do interlock and they do clump together, especially when it's left in this state. To me, it clumps together, but it's nothing where you're gonna receive matting, because of course, you know, sometimes you can have hair where you got curly hair and your hair clumps together because you like it defined, but you end up having matting all over the place, especially in the nape. This one does not do that. It just clumps together, but it's soft enough where you can pull them apart if you want. You're not gonna have too many issues with that. At least I did, because I got to say that, y'all, this is my experience, because y'all know things can be different, you know. Y'all know how VIP can go, so this is my experience, okay? But yeah, the curls are soft enough where it's not matted together. They just clump together and you can just pull them apart nicely and gently. Another thing, the hair previously that I had, 2 years ago, that hair had a smell. I remember saying that, you know, when I washed the hair, it didn't match the smell. But it was like when you would wet the hair, you can smell it. But when you would let it air dry and then you would put, you know, your oils on, whatever you're going to use for your products, it would match the smell. But when wet, it definitely had a smell. This hair here does not have a smell at all, especially now because it smells like coconut and oranges or something like that. Anyway, this hair does not have a smell, period. I did not have a smell when I first opened the pack. There was no smell at all. So that was definitely a plus. So yes, y'all, again, I am so glad that I actually am doing this review because we can kind of see and compare how things were at the beginning. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Of course, if I am forgetting to mention something that you want to know, please do not hesitate to leave it down below and I will get to you all as soon as I possibly can. And I am going to get out of here, y'all. I hope you all have a great day or night whenever you're watching this. Again, any questions or comments, please leave them down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will talk to you all very, very soon. Bye, y'all.